What's good, people, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today, we have a conversation with Mr. Legend.
I was like one of those people. I was just like, fuck, like there's nothing that's going right for me.
Having started his way from the bottom and working his way up,
I don't care if no one believes in me. Guess what? I don't need nobody to believe in me.
or where do you feel like we draw the line in the sand and say, I am happy now?
Happy is bullshit because it's just the way you were programmed since the beginning.
Starting off with Ecomm,
And then if you want to get into econ, you can. But
he built his way up into owning his own supercar rental company. And today, we take a look at the mindset behind it all. On the show today, we discuss how to build an incredible mindset, the importance of asking why, the power of the journey, how to break the indoctrinations that are keeping you weak, how to find and get value from eight figure mentors, and the truth about passive income. Let's hear a bit about his journey.
before I had this change of mindset, 100%, I was like one of those people. I was just like, fuck, like there's nothing that's going right for me. I'm like, dude, I used to fucking drive around and do DoorDash and Uber Eats. I used to fucking do that shit, and I was just like in a hot ass car with like barely even able to afford the AC. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Life is shit. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I changed, bro. And then I realized I was like, yo, it's not life, it's me, bro. Like it's just the mindset that you gotta change. You gotta change everything. It's not sitting there and labeling yourself with words, which is this is why it's called spelling, because you're casting a fucking spell. The second you say something, it comes out of your mouth, you're giving power to it, bro. The second you say to yourself, "Oh, I am depressed," you're making your brain believe that shit, and then you start believing it. You keep saying that shit over and over and over, and you start believing it. I do this exercise with a lot of people where you basically, something real quick. You close your eyes. You think of one of the most painful moments you've ever had. You think for that moment long enough, boom, you start feeling that shit physically. You start getting anxious. You start getting sad. You start getting jumpy. Whatever the fuck the feeling is, it doesn't really matter. But it's like, dude, like it's the power of your mind. Now, keep constantly start telling yourself, "I'm happy." Whatever bullshit is going on in your life, this is happening for a reason, and this is happening for a reason, and this is all these problems and all this adversity that I'm going through right now. It's only for me to become a better version of myself. Every single time that you have something going on, use that and say that to yourself, bro. 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you're a whole complete different person. Your point of view of life changes, and shit starts going your way. You just start realizing you're like, yo, like I was doing okay. I was doing fucking Uber Eats and DoorDash, and I was like complaining. But there's people across the world who are fighting for their lives just so they can get a meal, bro. There's people that are like walking miles and miles in fucking in Africa so they can go and get some water and some basic ass food. And I'm over here complaining. I had a car. I had the AC was barely working, but it had AC. I had a car to move around. I could pay for my gas, and I was complaining, bro, because a lot of people are just not grateful for what they have because they want more. It's a basic human emotion. Right now, you have a goal. You set that goal. If you hit that goal, because most people don't even hit it because they're fucking failures. If you hit that goal, then guess what? You're gonna say, for example, you want a Lamborghini. Okay, cool. Everybody wants a fucking Lamborghini. You work hard, you get the Lamborghini. Then what? After you've been driving the Lamborghini around for 2 weeks, then what? What the fuck is your purpose now? What's your goal? You're gonna move on to something else. You're gonna keep moving because it's just a basic human feeling of like wanting what you don't have. Like I used to compare myself to people and be like, damn, like I have someone from high school, like they went to class with me, they're driving around in a nice car, and I'm over here like delivering food to people. And it's like, dude, I have a fucking car, bro. I don't have to fight for my life so that I can get a meal. I have a place to live. I have a comfy bed that I can just go and sleep in. Like, bro, just change your point of view and shit. 100%. It's gonna change your whole life, bro. 100%. It's gonna change everything.
That's beautiful. And I mean, something that you said in there that really rings true to me, especially, is when you said, this is happening for a reason. There is always a reason behind every single thing that happens to you, whether it be big or small, whether it be good or bad. at the end of the day, the mindset that I really love to embody within of myself is this is happening for me. This is not happening to me. And that's the sort of mentality that just makes you completely bulletproof because you could wake up in the morning and lose everything. And on one side of the coin, you could say, okay, I've lost everything. On the other side of the coin, you could say, I have nothing to lose.
100%, bro.
Let that sink in for a second
A
because
100%.
that mindset makes you absolutely impenetrable. And something else that you mentioned in there is that as people, we want the next thing. We just chase every single small thing. We're never satisfied with what we're getting. It's always, okay, once I get to 1K, I'm going to get to 2K. Once I get to 2K, I'm going to get to 5K. Once I get to 5K, oh, everything will be different when I get to 10K. And then 10K, everything will be different when I get to 20K. It's the same thing. I already would like to ask you, where do you feel like the line is, or where do you feel like we draw the line in the sand and say, I'm happy now, but I'm not content. I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on getting the next thing. Where's that for you?
Happy is bullshit. I don't chase
Ooh.
happy. I don't. Think about it this way. Every single person that you meet that they're like looking for happiness, guess what?
Mhm.
They never find it. They never find happiness because they're just fucking chasing it all the time. Dude, I have shit to do. Like I have there's no other way to put it. Like I have shit to do. I have a purpose. I have a goal that I want to reach, and I don't have time to sit around and think, okay, am I happy? But I'm not content. I'm like, I don't give a fuck how I feel. I just keep moving forward. And guess what? In a way, I am happy with my life because I like where I am. But I'm not chasing it. I'm not sitting down and saying, okay, this makes me happy and this doesn't make me happy. Shut the fuck up. Stop being so fucking selfish and thinking about yourself and what makes you happy. Just go out there, do what the fuck needs to be done, find a purpose, chase that purpose, and keep moving, bro. The people that are chasing happiness, they never find it. It's one of the most saddest fucking people on earth because they're constantly looking for this thing and they're constantly like, oh, this makes me happy, but this doesn't make me happy. And this, like, shut the fuck up. It's not even about you, bro. Like, it's not about you.
Mhm.
You need to just, again, change your perspective on things. Just change your mindset completely. This is
Mhm.
something that I got him from Alex Hormozy himself, where he says, I don't chase happiness. Like, what even is happy? Happy to me is, bro, I get to sit here, I get to fucking work. I'm grateful that I have internet connection, and I'm grateful that I'm able to work for as long as I fucking want. Am I making money and am I not making money? I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? What is money? It's not even real. It's all bullshit anyways. What do you want money for? So you can go and buy a Lambo that you piss off the government and they fucking take it away from you? So what do you even own, bro? You don't even own anything. It's all bullshit. Happiness is authenticity. Put it that way. Happiness is authenticity. It's just being who you truly are and not being scared to show the world and show everybody around you who you truly are. That to me, aligned with purpose, that to me, it's just that's happiness right there. But not some bullshit of, oh, I have 10 cars parked in my garage and I have 3 mansions across the world. Pitch, you're still not fulfilled because you want more, because a basic human emotion that you want more. If you're focusing on the tangible things, you're never going to be happy. You're focusing on happiness, you're never going to find it. So just focus on the person that you're building and the person that you're becoming through this whole journey, and just focus on that, bro. Just focus on that shit and just keep going. And 2, 3 months, 5 months from now, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, damn, I'm a whole different person. I used to be a fucking bum. I used to, I don't know, do weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed. And look at me now. Oh, I'm doing business. I'm learning. I got a good network. Dude, fucking purpose, bro. Just purpose. Happiness is bullshit. All whatever emotion goes through your brain, think of it this way. I'm gonna give you a good analogy right here. This is your brain, right? It's a fucking fishbowl. This is your brain right here. You have all these fucking fishes inside. They're all ideas, and you're standing from the top of the fishbowl, looking at all the fucking ideas. They're just passing by. just fucking passing by. Now, do you sit there and you're like, yeah, I'm a fish? No, shut the fuck up. You're not a fucking fish. You're not gonna just, oh yeah, this is the idea that I got, so I'm just gonna identify myself with this and I'm just gonna go for that. No, bro. You're sitting there, you look at the fucking fishbowl, you look at all the ideas that are fucking just passing by through your head, you pick out, okay, what's good and what's bad, and you keep moving. You keep moving. It's just there's just no way around it. It's just not like all these bullshit ass emotions, they all go out the door the second you actually have a purpose and you have a goal and you're chasing that and you're in a way obsessed with that because you have to be obsessed in order to reach where you want to get at.
In order to play this game, I mean, I think James Clear said it the best. You have to be obsessed with being bored.
You
That's the
have
best way
to,
that he
bro.
said it. Because at the end of the day, you can have all the talent in the world, but the person who shows up every single day, or the one person that I don't fear the person who's better than me. I don't fear the person who's above me, stronger, richer, nothing of the sort. The person that I fear, and you can tell this from when you meet them, is the type of person who is so committed to what they're doing and who is so driven in achieving what they want to achieve that you could leave them in the middle of a forest and they will come and find you. They will you can take everything from where you can take everything from them. They will find you wherever you are. They'll hunt you down and they'll kill you. Those are the people you should be scared of. Don't be scared of people above you. Don't be scared of people in authority. Be scared of people who know how to build. Because at the end of the day, really, they have a deeper reason why. If you're in a cage with a man who has a deeper reason why they are doing what they are doing than you do, it's done.
A
It's
hundred
no
percent, bro.
competition.
A
There's no
hundred
competition. It's
percent.
over.
This is
And
why I was telling you, that my mentor was telling me that my mindset is it's kind of scary because
mhm,
I don't stop. I don't stop for anybody. I don't care if it's my significant other, if it's a family member. I don't give a fuck who it is. I have
mhm.
my own shit that I'm doing and no one can stop me. No one can stop me. The only person that can stop me is myself. And guess what? I love myself, bro. I fucking believe in myself more than anybody else. I don't care if I have the entire world hating on me. I don't care if no one believes in me. Guess what? I don't need nobody to believe in me. Because when I was born, I came to this world alone. Whenever I'm gonna go 6 feet underground and I'm gonna die, guess what? I'm gonna die alone. No one's gonna fucking hold my hand and be like, it's okay, I'm coming with you. So at the end of the day, bro, people's opinions, it doesn't matter. Even if it's your fucking family members. You grab it for what it is, you learn from them, but you keep moving. You don't let them sit there and just have authority on your life and in your decisions.
So true. And I mean, we find a lot of people in the world nowadays care so much about what other people's opinions are. They really sit back and say, what this person thinks of me is how I'm going to measure myself. And everything that I do is for clout. Everything that I do is for the way that people will view me. That's part of the reason that, some of the young millionaires we see nowadays and some of the really young entrepreneurs we see nowadays coming up buy such expensive, flashy stuff. It's to impress other people and to, show their status in a way. And at the end of the day, something you mentioned is that that's all temporary. None of that stuff really matters. What matters at the end is really fulfillment. Because I'm going to put it this way, as human beings, we aren't really built to do what's good. We're built to do what keeps us going.
A hundred
And at the end
percent.
of the day, if getting other people's approval, if, stealing, if we're putting ourselves at risk, but we perceive that as what's pushing us further in this race, we're going to do it. And it's in that you have to be absolutely stoic. You have to lock down and you have to really isolate your emotions in a way. That doesn't mean don't pay attention to them. It means isolate your emotions completely and wonder, why do I feel sad right now? Why is this emotion going through my mind? Why do I feel angry right now? And having the ability to step back and say, I'm feeling this way because I am genuinely triggered by this thing, helps you completely isolate that event and put yourself in the position where you understand what's pissing you off. You understand what's triggering you. You can remove that from your life and happy days. You go. and you learn from that experience. You run with it rather than stopping at every single roadblock. Okay, this person said this to me. Okay, I lost this. Okay, I feel sad. I don't feel like doing it right now. It doesn't matter how you feel. You got to
Yeah.
show up and you got to do the work. And I mean, that's an embodiment of what I've seen you teaching, and that's an embodiment of yourself as a person. Show up and do the work. You feel sad? Okay, show up and do the work. You feel angry? Okay, show up and do the work. You don't want to do it? Okay, show up and do the work. That's really what separates the winners from the losers at the end of the day. And another thing that you said that really drew my attention was finding purpose. You know, there was a point in your life where you mentioned that things were looking really down. You were in a situation that you did not want to be in. You fell into habits and vices that you didn't want to be in at the time. Where did you get the ability to look intrinsically and say, this is not my purpose in life? What am I doing right now?
Dude, it's funny. So, like I was saying, I used to. I'm just gonna fucking put it out there. I don't care. Um, I used to smoke weed a lot, like a motherfucker. I used to be what you call a pothead. I was smoking from the time I was 14 to the time I was say 19 years old.
Mhm.
Um, then I had one of my mentors follow me on social media. I was just getting into this whole business and self growth thing, and I would say I don't know like a month in, I see the guy starts following me, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, because this was a fucking big guy in the moment. He's even bigger now. This is the guy that I was telling you that's worth like 80 mil right now. At the moment, he was worth like 60. So this guy, I see this guy following me on Instagram, and I'm just like a random nobody that I just got started, and I'm like, okay, hold on, like this shit is real. I talked to this guy, and he told me he was like, dude, you are one of the few people that I talk to. You're completely different from all of my followers, all of my students, all of the people that I talk to. You stand out more than anybody else. I was like, all right, hold on. I have a different purpose. I have something else in life because I'm clearly not wired like everybody else. I've always questioned everything. Even when I was a child, I would fucking question my parents. I would question all of my teachers. I would question everybody. I'll be like, why? Why the fuck do I have to listen to you? Because you're my dad, you're my mom. Tell me why. Give me a good reason. And dude, he started following me, and I remember at the moment I had some weed in my room, and the second I saw that follow, I was like, "Oh, this is real now. I'm in this, and I'm in this for life. Like I'm not fucking quitting this shit because not only can I not let him down, I cannot let myself down. I cannot let my future self down. I grab all my shit, bro, fucking threw it out the window. From that day on, bro, I haven't stopped. I wake up at the same time every single morning. I don't care what's going on. Even on my birthday, I wake up at the exact same time. I go to the gym at the exact same fucking time. I don't care what's going on, bro. Because, like you were saying, whatever happens, there's work that needs to be done. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. It doesn't matter how are you feeling. You put in the work. You have to put in the work. And another thing that you were saying, I want to touch on this shit, bro. People's opinions. People, so touching on like, okay, I want to put myself in a way that people see me and they accept me in society. First of all, why the fuck do you want to be part of such a broken ass society that we have today? Because it's broken. It's completely broken. You have all these bullshit groups, all this. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to like have the FBI knocking in my door. But you have like all this stupid ass shit going on in the world. Why do you want to be a part of it? Now, let's say for some stupid ass excuse reason that you come up with, you want to be a part of it. Sure, go ahead. You're never gonna be able to have everybody to have a point of view of you because everybody has a different point of view. So you want to be accepted in a group of people, but guess what? All the other motherfuckers are gonna see you differently. They're gonna because everybody has a different point of view. You can go and you can steal, and yeah, to criminals you're gonna look like you're a god, and then you're gonna go to people in church and they're gonna be like you're a fucking criminal. You need to go to jail. Then you go to church, And then you have the Satanists on the other side. Why the fuck are you going to church? You're such a bad person. It's like, dude, you can never please everybody at the same time. All you can do is just be yourself. If you're Christian, if you whatever it is, if you're a Christian, if you're a fucking Satanist, if you want to steal, which you shouldn't, don't do bad shit. But whatever it is that you are as a person, that's who the fuck you are. Don't let anybody else tell you who you are. And if you're in a way that you think it's bad for you, then change it. Don't go to a doctor. Don't go to a stupid ass therapist that they get paid to listen to you and your problems that they don't give a fuck about. Just sit down with yourself, which most people are not even able to do. Just sit down with yourself and, dude, just fucking fight your mind, fight your fears, whatever the fuck it is going on in your life, and just go forward, bro. Just go forward.
And just to add to that, I mean, something really interesting you said is nobody's gonna like you. One of the best quotes that I've come across is, "Why are you so worried about everybody liking you? You don't even like everybody."
Exactly,
There's
bro.
people that even you don't like, and you can justify why you don't like them, but it's all flipped on its head when people start thinking people don't like me. It ties back to that whole primal feeling of we want to be accepted, we want to be loved, we want to be cared for. But at the end of the day, especially as a man, the only value that you have is the value that you bring to the table. That's the sad truth. That's the sad reality of it, you know. It comes down to how much you show up and what you believe is your identity. And something I'd like to ask you is, how do you forge an identity that you genuinely believe in? How do you make it so that your beliefs, how do you make it so that you stick true to your beliefs above everything else?
Dude, you basically first you have to be able to sit down with yourself. No bullshit, no distractions. Sit down with yourself. Figure out who you truly are. Figure out if what you believe in it's actually true or if it's just some bullshit indoctrination that you got from your parents, that your parents got from their parents, and their parent grants from their grandparents, and just like generations down. That's the first fucking thing, bro. Second of all, after you go through the whole painful ass process, which is going to be painful, which is why a lot of people don't even do it in the first place because they're pussies and they don't want to face their fears. You basically just sit there and you're like, okay, there's a type of person. I'm pretty sure your and mine are completely different. You have a certain type of person that you will look up to. To me, it's a big buff fucking dude filled with fucking tattoos, rich as fuck, with a good family, with a good life, being able to do whatever the fuck they want. Maybe for you, someone completely different. That for me is who I am. Guess what? I go to the gym every fucking day. I got tattoos. I'm gonna get more tattoos. I'm making money. I'm gonna build a family eventually. So just you gotta just think, okay, who is someone that I would listen to, someone that I would look up to, not go out there and look up to somebody else. Like it's not complete it's absolutely nothing wrong with getting mentors and all of this, but just it's all within you first. You find out the person that you would look up to, the person that you would trust, the person that you would listen to, until you build that person within yourself. If for you is someone that likes to read 10 books in a month, then guess what? That's exactly what the fuck you start doing. Because a year from now, you're gonna be that exact same person that you looked up to. And then other people are gonna look up to you. And then obviously your shit is gonna keep changing, bro. It's always gonna be changing. We talked about this. It's always gonna be changing. But before anything else, you find out who is the person that you will look up to. Your hero. You know how whenever you're a kid, you watch these movies and you have, I don't know, fucking Superman, and you're like, oh, I want to be like him. It's the same shit for adults. Obviously, I don't want to have a fucking cape and fly around. It's bullshit. It's not real. But dude, I want to be big. I want to be fucking buffed. I want to have tattoos. I want to drive around in nice cars. I want to have a good fucking family. But most of it, I want to be true to myself. I want to be the most authentic motherfucker anybody could ever meet. Because everything that I just told you, it kind of contradicts me because, yeah, it is tangible things. It's good things to have in life. Don't get me wrong. It's good things. But it's not the point. It's absolutely not the point at all. The point is the person that you built during that process. Because I can't go and just go and buy a Lambo if I don't have my mindset right. If I'm sitting around in my ass playing video games and fucking being a jerk off, you can't do it. You have to build discipline. You have to put in the work. You have to make the sacrifices. So that's what truly is about, bro. Getting to this journey and realizing that the destination doesn't fucking matter because it's constantly gonna be changing. What truly matters is the journey, bro. That's what you. That's why you have any mentor that you get. They're gonna tell you do this for a certain amount of time. Guess what? It doesn't fucking matter what you reach because you start going to the gym for 6 months. It doesn't matter if you get buffed or not. Of course, it's a good end result, and you most likely will, unless you're like you end up you finish the gym and then you go eat fucking McDonald's and chocolate chip cookies. But guess what? You go to the gym every single morning. The second the gym opens, 4 5 a.m., whatever it is, for 6 months, and even if you're not buff, you're gonna look back at it and you're gonna be like, damn, I fucking built so much discipline that I cannot live with myself if I'm just sitting down on a couch being a lazy fat ass. That's what it's all about, bro. It's in the journey and the person that you built throughout that journey.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would like to circle back around and say you mentioned that authenticity is what you value above everything else. You want to be the most authentic person. But now, where would the bounds of visualization, being the person that you want to be, sort of seeing your higher self, seeing the person that you want to become, where would that actually tie in with being too materialistic? Because earlier it's sort of like, there's this whole mention that Lambos don't matter, money doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's not real. But then would it not be hypocritical to almost want that as your higher self?
Here's the thing. I
Hmm.
want nice things, bro. I'm not materialistic, but I want nice things. Everybody fucking wants nice things. I want I don't want to drive in a Toyota. Not that I have one, but I don't want to drive a Toyota. I want to drive a Lambo. Even if you're not materialistic and you ask somebody, "Hey, what the fuck do you want? Do you want a car that barely is able to play the radio, and when you get in it, you fucking heat up as shit because the AC is barely working? Or do you want to be able to drive around nicely, be able to be comfortable in your car, being able to you get in there, and the second you step into that fucking car, you're like, this is what I worked for. This is one of the shits that I worked for. This is a fruit to my success. You get me? So if you work hard, you get those shits. Yeah, it's not about those shits, but me personally, I fucking want them, bro. Because then you look back at it and you're like, all right, I put all this work and I have this shit. Not that it matters because look who the fuck I am. But on top of that, look who I am and look at the shit that I have.
So it's
You
sort
get
of
me?
like the proof in the pudding. You're the most authentic version of yourself. You are the
Correct.
man who is earning, you're the man who has manifested himself into being the position where he has everything, and everything sort of comes and matches up with that. It's not really the other way
Exactly.
around where you see it as, I want this, I want this, I want this. You'd appreciate it, but at the core of it, there's always authenticity.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I can fucking I don't know beat $20 million and drive around in a normal car and be the most fucking authentic version of myself. That would mean a lot to me, bro.
Hmm.
That would be a lot instead of having 10 Lamborghinis and not knowing who the fuck I am. And when someone asks me something, I have to lie because I'm embarrassed with myself. That you see that it's just they don't go together, bro. They
Yeah.
just don't. That's
And I
why
mean,
you have a lot of rich people out there
mhm.
that they're just not fulfilled. If you have the chance to talk to some rich people, most of them, yeah, they have all the nice things, but they're not fulfilled. They're not fulfilled with anything. They don't have. Well, let's not put the fucking relationship because anybody that's hyper successful doesn't have a good relationship anyways because they don't have fucking time for it. But put anything else, bro. Not being able to spend some quality time with the family, not being able to hold it onto any good friends because everybody that gets close to them, they just want something. Not being able to live a quality life, even though they have everything that they want, because since the beginning they were focused on what do I want, what do I need to do, what is the person that I want to become. Instead, they were focused on what car do I want, where do I want my house. Now, if they ever reach that, then when they do, they're not fulfilled with themselves because we circle back to the beginning. It's the human mind. We're constantly moving. We're constantly, okay, I have a mansion. Now I want two. Now I have two mansions. Now I want a fucking 40-story building. And when I have one, guess what? Now I have three fucking buildings and I want more because it's just the way life works. And then they never fulfilled because they don't really understand. Like, bro, it's all about the person that you become. It's literally all about that.
Mhm. And I mean, in becoming that person, what is your main reason why you do everything that you do? Because I mean, you've mentioned that you want to be in the position where you're filthy rich. You want to be in the position where, you have a fantastic body. You want to be in the position where you started a family. What's the main reason driving that?
Just being the best version of myself, bro. Just being able to look at myself in the mirror and not fucking hate me. I couldn't live with myself if I look at myself in the mirror and I'm broke and I'm fat and I don't have any type of quality relationships with anybody. How is that a good life? Like, there's people that are comfortable with that, sure. But are you truly comfortable with that? Or are you just telling yourself that you're comfortable with that because the pain is too fucking much to actually change? That so it just comes down to that, bro. Like, I have someone in mind that I want to build up to be the person who I would trust, the man that I would listen to, the man that I would look up to, and I want to be that man. And that man comes with everything that you just mentioned. It's just the best version of myself. You that I just want to. You walk into a room and you like, damn, that motherfucker gets it. He knows what's up. Not you walk into a room and you fucking blend in with everybody else that's in there. You get me? It's just the aura. It's just different, bro. It's just there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, it's the pursuit of excellence. It's being the absolute best version of yourself. And something that I will admit is, there's so many people out there who act like absolute saints. They come out here saying, all of this stuff doesn't matter. And when I get money, I'm not going to do this. When I get money, I'm going to become a monk and I'm going to go and live in the mountains of Nepal. But really, people switch up, There's somebody like you who knows, okay, when I'm successful, I want to get X, Y, and Z. This is the type of life I want to live. I will live an extravagant life because that's what I want for myself. And on top of that, I want money because that's what I genuinely want to achieve for myself. That's sort of the proof in the pudding, and that's the work that I've done for myself and becoming the best version of myself. And so I can really respect you coming out here and being authentic and saying, this is what I want, flat out, rather than pulling back the BS, being like, no, I want this and I value this and I value this, because you're just all cards on the table. This is what I want. This is what I'm hungry for. This is the reason that I do what I want to do. And I do not want to end up like this.
100%, bro. It's just like I said, authenticity. Like, some people, I'm probably contradicting myself because I'm telling you the tangible things don't matter, and then I tell you that I want them. But guess what? I
Mhm.
don't give a fuck. I want them. They don't matter. They're not the final goal. That Let me just tell you something. My
Mhm.
final goal to everything before I die is to do something that's never done before. Now, obviously, that takes money. You want to do big shit? Money doesn't matter, sure, but you want to do big shit? Guess what? You need money, bro. You just need money. You want to be able to do. You want to be able to change thousands and thousands of lives. You need money. You need money to do it. You need money for everything. Even though money is not the end goal, money does solve 98% of your problems. It's just the way it is. Either you like it or not, it's just the way it is. So even though it's not the end goal, I want money. And you can call me materialistic for it, and because I want a Lambo or I want a Bugatti. I don't give a fuck. I want it. What the fuck are you, like you're saying with the bullshit? Like, oh yeah, no, if I ever have money, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. The second you get your first meal, you're gonna go and you're gonna buy a $30,000 fucking watch. And you're probably gonna go and spend it on some dumbass fucking clothing anyways. So just it's all bullshit. Just so people can perceive them as saints. I am who I am. If people like me, cool. If they don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Because their opinion doesn't really matter to me. Well, you know what matters to me? My own opinion. The people that, in a way, I look up to, people that I listen to, people that are above me. Not necessarily that I look up to them. I don't really look up to anybody because nobody's a god. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all fucking human. But I have my mentors. I have my inner circle of people that are all ultra hyper successful people. I listen to them. I listen to their advice. Those are the people that when they give me an advice, that they give me their opinion, I'm like, okay, maybe I should take this into consideration. Not necessarily, hey, you're a shitty person, and just because you're above me, I'm gonna listen to you. No, fuck that. I'm gonna take what you just told me. I'm gonna analyze it, and then I'm gonna see, okay, why is he telling me this? What part of this is true, and what part of it is not? But dude, people just need to cut the bullshit. Just people just need to cut the fucking bullshit and stop being so
Yeah,
pussies and just I am who I am and just fucking put it out there.
yeah.
Nobody likes it. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm still doing my shit. I'm still putting in the work. And if
Mhm,
people like me or not, that's not gonna stop me. That's not gonna slow me down. And it's not gonna
mhm.
make me go any faster either. So who
True.
gives a fuck? I don't care.
At the end of the day, something you mentioned earlier was, well, at the end of the day, something you mentioned is that I came here alone, I'm leaving alone. And that is so interesting to me because there's people out there who genuinely think that death is the opposite of life. You know, you live and you die, and that's the whole story. But death is really the opposite of birth, if you really think about it at the root. Birth is when you entered this world, you had no control over it. And the only thing guaranteed after that is death. Death is when you exit this world. The world is the journey. In the interim, if you focus on always chasing the destination, what are you chasing? Death. Where's the glory and the joy in that? I mean, there's several perspectives of what happens after death. I personally believe in life after death. I'm a Muslim. But in the same way, you've got to run with it and you've got to treat this journey with respect because it's a journey that you're on. And that's the beauty of getting to wake up every single day and choosing to be the best version of yourself. If you choose to live a life of complacency and you choose to wake up and lie, because I'm gonna level with you here. The reason that I said cut the BS is because so many people say, when I become a million, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. When you have that amount in your bank account, it's different. It's a different game. It's always so selfish to think that when you're in this position, you're gonna act this way. But when you actually get put in that position, everything's out the window. That you don't
Yeah,
play by anybody's rules. The darkest sides of you come out when you are exposed to money. And it takes somebody very authentic to be able to say, I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do that. And I want the money. This is what the money will get me. But I'm not going to lie and say that I don't want this.
100%, bro. It's it's so fucking retarded to me. Like this is why the journey is so important because say you reach the mill, which if you wasted, you were not even worth of it to begin with. You focus on the journey. You focus on building yourself, on getting the right knowledge. You don't even need a mill. With 100,000, you grow that shit to a million. And then that million, you grow it to 10 million. Then when you have 10 million, you can go and you can spend $300,000 in a car because you still have 9.7 left.
What is
But
the
but guess what?
philosophy? Only buy it if you can afford it 10 times over.
Yeah, 10x rule, baby. 100%.
Yeah.
But even then, bro, this is why like the journey is so important, and just the person that you become throughout the journey is so important because people have this stupid ass fucking consumer mindset that, dude, if you give $10 million to the wrong person in a week or in less than a week, they'll spend it all the fucking money, because they're gonna be, oh my god, I have 10 million. I've never seen this before. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy fucking three Ferraris and a Bugatti. Boom, the 10 millions are gone. What the fuck you do now? Sell all your cars and be back to being homeless? You dumb motherfucker. Come on now. It's just it's stupid, bro. It's stupid. You need to get the right knowledge. You need to actually go through the journey and focus on what really matters. It's not about, because if you're focusing on all the physical things, the second you get money, Since you're focusing in that, that's what you're gonna want. If your goal is to buy a Ferrari or buy a Lambo, all right, cool. You put in the work. At least you understand that. At least you're not that fucking brain dead. You put in the work. You make enough money to buy the Lambo. You buy the Lambo. You weren't even focused on what the fuck actually mattered. So now that you have the Lambo, once you don't have a purpose anymore because now you got the dumb shit that you wanted. And then on top of that, now you're poorer and you don't know what the fuck to do with your money because the whole time you were focused on the wrong thing instead of focusing on learning about money, learning how to invest, learning different types of investments. How does money work? This is something that they don't teach in school, bro. This is that I remember. Let me tell you a funny story. I was in ninth grade. No, I'm lying. 10th grade. I have this stupid ass fucking math teacher. First class, bro. Literally the first class ever of the whole year. She's teaching us about the stock market, right? This lady comes up, pulls out the stock market chart, and she's teaching us about how to invest in the stock market. We're 10 minutes in, bro. And I stand up and I'm like, I have a question. If you know about the stock market and you know how to invest in the stock market, two questions. First of all, why are you driving such a shitty ass fucking car? And why are you working a minimum wage fucking job? Dude, she got pissed. She kicked me out of the fucking classroom. And I walked out of there with fucking pride, bro. I was like, oh, so these dumbasses don't even understand what the fuck they're saying. They're just being paid to tell the kids dumbass shit. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I literally just opened my eyes. The teacher hated me, by the way, because I fucking put her on the spot in front of the entire class. She ended up switching subjects, bro. Because every time I would go in there, she would just look at me. She'd be like, please. Like, she would pray that I wouldn't open my mouth. Because, like, dude, I question everything, bro. You can't come over here, teach me about the stock market. If you're broke, why would I want to listen to you? People that go to college, they take a fucking classes in business and they go listen to a professor who's getting paid to be a fucking teacher. Don't want to listen to them about business. What business do you have? How many millions are you making? What's your revenue per year? Dude, they can't answer that. Most people don't even know what the fucking ROI is. It's like, dude, and you're teaching me business? Get the fuck out of here, you donkey ass motherfucker! Like they're just getting paid, bro, to just teach you bullshit, to indoctrinate you with bullshit, and people don't even realize it. People are so fucking dumb, and it's just 98% of people are just in a line, bro. They're literally just in a fucking line, just all in a line, all walking to the end of the fucking line. Just get your head chopped fucking off. You're just following orders because you're a dumb motherfucker. And you do that shit until the time you're 70, you're 80, you're retired, and boom, you died. And before you die, you sit down in there and you're like, damn, let me see, let me think about my life. What did I do? I listened to a dumb motherfucker that was being paid by another dumb motherfucker that listened to another dumb motherfucker that was being paid by someone who doesn't even know him on the top of the fucking food chain. Damn, that was my life, and now I'm dead. What the fuck did you do, bro? This is the sad reality that 98, 99% of people go through. It's really sad, but it's a reality. I got off
I
topic
mean,
like a motherfucker, but
they asked a bunch of people on their deathbed um, what the biggest regret was. And it's astonishing. I don't have the exact number for you now, but the amount of people, the vast majority of people said that they regret not living a life authentic to themselves and what they truly believed in and following the path that was set out for them. And I'm going to tie that to another quote by Steve Jobs, where he said that when you realize that the rules of the world are made by people like you and me, everything changes. We sit here giving people so much authority over our lives and so much power over every single decision that we make that we actually we forget to put our heads up. We forget to deviate from the stream. We forget to actually question what's happening around us. And that's a way that I can really appreciate what you're saying here because you question everything. Why am I doing this? Where's my money right now? Why is this happening in the way that it is? And while it may come off as a little bit rash and while it may come off as a little bit aggressive, you're somebody who's very cut and dry to the point. This is what I believe in, this is what it is, and nothing is standing in my way.
100%, bro. It's just, oh man, stupid people. What can I say? People don't question anything because it's the way you were raised. Think about it. You go to school, right? Okay, cool. You're in school. You want to speak? You got to raise your hand. You want to go to the bathroom? You got to raise your hand. You want to talk to the person next to you to ask them a question? You got to raise your hand. If you don't raise your hand for anything, you get in trouble. So what the fuck are they programming kids since the beginning? You have to ask for permission for everything. You don't question the teacher. That's the first
When
thing
the
they do.
time comes for you to eat, a bell will go off. When you can leave, you will be told that you can leave. When I want you to write something, you will write something down exactly how I tell you to write it, otherwise, you will be in trouble.
I want to add something to that. The bell rings. They put everybody in a fucking line. Everybody has to walk in a fucking line. If you get out of the line, you get in trouble because you're not following the stupid ass fucking crowd of dumbass children. Then you get to there, you eat, and then on top of that, you can't eat however the fuck you want because they give you a time to eat. If you don't eat without that certain time, then you're fucking starving to death, bro. Because that's the time that you got to eat. And then you go back in a line once again to go back to listen to dumb fucking teachers that are getting paid to teach something that they don't know about. And then on top of that, they don't know how much fucking damage they're doing to their children because they went through the exact same process. And it's just a whole cycle, bro, of shit that has been going on for generations upon generations upon generations. So it's so deep into people's minds that they don't even think of questioning it anymore because it's just the way you were programmed since the beginning. Since the beginning, it's just the way. Dude, I was a kid and my dad, he had a religion. He was a Jehovah's Witness, and I was following that religion pretty much since I was born until the time I was like 11, 11, 12. This is pretty fucking early. And one day I'm just sitting there and I'm like, do I even like this shit? Like, do I have to fucking go with this group of people to go and pray and say thank you to someone that I've never seen in my fucking life? Sure, of course, I do believe in God. I know there's a God out there. I wasn't born from a fucking magic spell. I know that much. But do I have to follow a fucking religion? And do I have to do things a certain way? And I can't party and I can't celebrate my birthday and like what the fuck? And I was thinking, I'm telling you, bro, 12 years old, I'm thinking there and I'm like, all right, is this me? Or is this just me following on my dad's footsteps? Is this just me following on my parents' footsteps because they want me to be that way? Because they were never that way when they were children. So now they're trying to reflect that upon me and trying to turn me into the person that they want, not the person that I want to be, and just be my authentic self and the person who I'm trying to become.
You were
12
never
years
aligned
old.
with it from the beginning. You never understood why it was. And that's why you step away
Yeah,
and now
bro.
it didn't make sense
It's
for you.
it never made sense for me, dog. It just never did. And it was school. It was the same shit. Like ever since I was a child, I've always just questioned every fucking thing, every single shit, bro. And a lot of people hate me for it. And guess what? I'm fucking glad they do, bro. Look where I am. Most of these dumb motherfuckers are still in the exact same spot. Fucking flipping burgers at McDonald's with their stinky ass hair and then going back home and playing video games. Get your loser ass away from me, bro. It's it's just the way it is. I've always fucking questioned everything. And ever after that day, I was always trying to find a purpose. And again, I was a child. So I didn't actually found a purpose until I would say a year ago. But the whole time, I've always questioned everything. It doesn't matter who it is. I started questioning my dad. Then it went to my mom. Then it went to my whole family. Then it went to my entire belief system. I was like, all right, so does everything that I believe in, is it something that I actually believe in, or is everything just aligned with everything that I've been told since the second I was born? Then I started going down this rabbit hole, and then you start realizing shit, and then you start rewiring your brain slowly. Think about it this way: your brain, huge fucking mega computer, right now filled with viruses, bro, coming from all over the fucking place. You want to, in order to get up here, first you need to go into your brain and get rid of all those viruses. Get rid of all of that fucking dumbass shit that you've always had. All of those 98% of your fucking belief systems are not even you. But you don't even realize that because you grew up that way and you continue to live that life. So it gets to a certain point where you just don't even question it because you're like, all right, this is who I am. How the fuck do you know that that's who I am? Have you tried anything else? Have you tried going down different paths and see what you actually like and don't like? Or are you just sitting there like a sheep, like the rest of these people, and just following orders because it's what you were told, it's what was taught to you since the second you were born? This is another reason why, bro. Most fucking children, except for the ones that are homeschooled, most children spend their time in school rather than with family members.
I
Most of
can
the
agree.
children's day is spent in school. It now, doesn't that scare you that you're putting your children in school and your children are being taught to whatever the fuck they want to do, they have to ask for permission. They're being taught that their word doesn't matter, their opinion doesn't matter. However they feel, it, it doesn't really matter because they have to listen to someone of authority, a fucking guy getting paid $15 an hour, fucking loser. Just, bro, that's scary. That is so scary because it's not just all the children, but those are the future generations. And now on top of that, let's not add, I don't know in other countries, but now let's not add that the teaching children here in America, by the time they're 5 or 6 years old, they're teaching them about sex. They're teaching them sex ed. They're teaching them sexual diseases. What
Sexual
the
orientation. I don't think it even ties
dude?
down to sexual diseases. It's around sexual orientation. If it doesn't make any sense. Kids are not meant to be taught
It's so bizarre. Like a 5 years old, why are you being taught if you don't feel like a boy? It's okay. You can just be a girl. If you feel like you like boys, let's embrace that. You like boys? No, shut the fuck up. Seriously. It is so infuriating and disgusting to me because I know the whole plan behind this shit. The reason why they're doing this shit to children, we're at what? Fucking Viking times. I don't know. A couple thousand years back, right? Who protected the villages? Who protected the group? The men, right? The women would do their woman thing, and the guys would do their guy thing. When it was time to fight, when it was time to protect, the guys would do their thing, while the girls stay over there doing their thing. Either I don't fucking know, like making sure that all of the supplies are good, making sure that everything is organized, everything is in place, whatever. Where are we at now? You don't feel like a man? It's okay. You don't have to feel like a man. If you want to feel like a girl, you can be a girl. Because guess what? If they want to do whatever to society, who's going to protect it, bro? The strong man? There's no strong man left to fucking protect anything. Because they're all a bunch of gay motherfuckers running around with their fucking feathers being plucked. Come on. Like, dude, it's fucking mind boggling. Seriously. Like, I don't have nothing against gay people. I have gay friends. I have family members that are gay. Sure, you fucking like that shit. It's up to you. But don't teach this shit to children, bro. Just don't try to like manipulate children into fucking being gay because it's retarded. You need strong men to protect society. When it, whenever there's a war, what the who the fuck do they call? The LGBTQ or whatever the fuck? No. They go draft the motherfuckers that need to fight. They go fucking draft them there, and you go fight. What is it? Is it 99% mostly made of women? No, it's fucking men. Men fighting. Guess what? Other fucking men for war. For for a war that's bullshit at the end of the day. But whatever. It's dude. You need strong guys to protect a society. You need strong guys. You can't have a family and someone breaks into your fucking house. Then what do you do? Oh, I'm part of the LGBTQ. You can't touch me. Shut the fuck up. I'll put a bullet in your fucking head and steal all of your shit. Get your soft ass away from here. Pushing this shit to the limit, bro. It's bizarre that they're putting this shit onto children's head. Guess what? Whenever they do whatever bizarre fucking plan they have for everybody, who's gonna fucking protect it? The men can't protect it because most of them are too busy being gay. Who's gonna protect it? The woman? The woman is not gonna fucking protect shit. Or and who's gonna do what, dude? Like then it starts getting scary. You start realizing this shit, and it start actually fucking getting scary because it's like, yo, there's no one to protect anybody, so we're all fucked. You
And
you you make them fight with each other. They don't even have to do anything. If you think about it, most girls that you meet nowadays, I don't have to listen to a man. Bro, are you serious? Who the fuck? Not even put it on like, oh, let's change your light bulb. Anybody can do that shit. To be honest, even a fucking toddler can do that. Go be a fucking mechanic. How many girls do you know that are mechanic? There is girls out there. There's always the exception. How many girls do you know that are mechanic? How many girls do you know that do tough work? How many girls do you know that are in fucking in the constructions, bro? The people that build the countries, the roads that people drive in, the buildings, the houses that people live in. Who does that? It's men. It's not women. Again, people are going to probably hate me for this shit. I don't give a fuck. There is the exception. You got the woman out there that is working in the construction job. Sure, I've seen it. But it's mostly guys. So then you have all these girls fucking fighting against guys. Oh, I don't need men in my life anyways. I can do whatever I want because I don't need guys. And then they come up with some big issue. What the fuck is the first thing that they do? They go find the guy that they know so he can fix their fucking issue. Then you on the other side, you have the guys. The ones that are not too busy being gay to be accepted by society. They don't want to be with a girl for two reasons. First of all, the girl doesn't want to listen to them. Why the fuck would you want to be with someone that doesn't want to listen to you? What's the point in being in a relationship? If, dude, you have a girlfriend, you have a wife, she doesn't listen to you. What the fuck are we doing together? If you can't listen to me, then who the fuck are you gonna listen to? That's the first thing. Second thing, most guys, again, that are not too busy trying to be fucking gay, they don't want to be with a girl because you're gonna financially wreck the shit out of them. Because let's face it, there's a lot of people out there that they don't have the financial knowledge to know how to manage money. And then you have the guy who still has some basic fucking values that is trying to provide for the girl, trying to make the girl happy. Guess what? He ends up doing way too much because the girls are never satisfied. We go back to the beginning, basic human emotion. You want what you don't fucking have. People don't understand that. Then you have these guys spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on girls, spoiling the fuck out of them. And then guess what? The girl's never satisfied anyways. And then they end up fucking breaking up, fighting each other, and boom, fucking civil war. I swear to God. It's just like, think about it, bro. We're literally like men against women, and it's not even fair. It's not
it's
even
not
fair. It's just
it's
like,
not necessary either.
uh, it's not necessary either when everybody can just fucking come together, come to a fucking agreement. I do my guy thing, you do your girl thing, and let's fucking move forward. But no, dude, it's just bullshit that they put on people's head. And whenever they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, guess what? People are too busy fighting each other, so they don't even realize what's going on in the background. We go Here you go, another fucking analogy. Let's drop another bomb. We go back Colosseum times. What is the Colosseum, right? Big ass circle. You put all the people, all fucking society, you put them in there, and then you put some people in the middle. Entertainment. Huge fucking entertainment, right? Super fun, whatever. Look at football stadiums, bro. Look at soccer stadiums. Big ass circle, fucking thousands of people, and you have a couple guys in the middle. Entertainment. Dude, are people that stupid that they don't fucking realize what's going on in the back end? Like,
At the
this
end
has
of the
been going
day, the
on for
whole
hundreds of
reason that
years.
at the end of the day, the whole reason that the entire Colosseum was built was because at the time Rome was going into revolt, and they didn't have a way to control the people, and so they distracted them.
Exactly.
What's better than, instead of beating your opponent, distracting them? In the modern day, something you mentioned, men have lost their masculinity. And that's one of the missions of cigar sessions as a whole, to sort of show what the modern day gentleman is, to bring masculinity back, not in the way that we're going to empower, screw women, women aren't useful. We need each other. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you think you are. You can't have one without the other. We need each other to function, we need each other to survive. It comes down to basic human necessity. You have to have both men and women, but at the end of the day, they have their roles. And this is not to say that as a woman you shouldn't do something because you can't do it. It's to say that you don't need to do it because you shouldn't do it. That doesn't need
100%.
to be your responsibility. It goes down to biological mechanisms. Men are built to be strong in frame. Genetically, there's no fights between men and women because men are just superior in the ways of their body. Because they're built to fight, they're built to protect, they're built to defend. Women are built to nurture, to take care of. To They're not as hunters; they're more gatherers. If you get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
they're
100%.
not confrontational. And at the end of the day, when you flip gender roles on their heads, when the men who are supposed to be out here defending, when the men who are out here supposed to be working their asses off, are doing what they're not meant to do, it doesn't make sense. It's not efficient. And we live in a society where it's so normal for a man to say, I don't feel like I fit in, and I don't feel like this is working for me. And that just makes them relapse. That makes them go into drugs. That makes them go into, chasing women, chasing money. And really, at the end of the day, it's a failure of society in of itself. And I mean, I'm going to tell a little bit of a story here. The story goes, I'm talking to this man. He's just moved to the States and he doesn't have any benefits. He's an immigrant, but he builds himself up to the position, gets into construction job, starts building himself up, gets to the point of construction manager. Once he's a construction manager, he's worked his way up from nothing. He's escaped his country where he had nothing going for him, no family, nobody really cared about him. And he is working a job that's getting him 7 to 8K a month from nothing. And I mean, that's big. That's a big step up. He's living the life of his dreams. He's doing what he wants to do, and he's putting himself in the position where he has freedom. Sure, it may not be location and time freedom, but he has financial freedom. And for somebody who has no type of freedom, that's a very, very big thing. Now, it all changes one day when he gets injured due to something that's not his fault. Wrong place at the wrong time, construction, and he gets brain trauma. And now he can't work. The pain in this man's voice as he was telling me they replaced me the next day. And it was at that point in my life that I realized that I was just a number. That was the pain in his voice as he's saying that after 25 years of life experience, building himself up, doing exactly what he thought was best for him and for his family, which at the time it was. Society's failed him. He's coming saying, I'm just a number. Nobody cares about me. Nobody loves me. I'm getting flagged for taxes because I can't pay my taxes because I'm not getting paid. I now am in debt to the government because I cannot justify the fact that I'm off of work. I now squat with a friend of mine because I cannot get a legal residence because then I'll get taxed even more. I do not have benefits because I'm not a citizen of this country. and they don't care about immigrants like that. I cannot afford to return to my country, and even if I did, there's nothing for me there. So now he's telling me I feel like I have failed and my life is over. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am a number, and that number begins with a negative. Now imagine, how badly does society have to fail somebody for him to fall this step, where he is now wondering why he exists as a man? And he didn't do anything wrong. He stuck to the path. He worked his way out of the trenches. He did everything that he was told to do, and he did everything in accordance with the books. But now he's in a worse off position than he even started.
Because they don't care, bro. They don't care. The second you're born, what's the first thing that they do? At least here, the first thing that they do the second you're born, Social Security. What is your Social Security? A fucking number.
You're a number.
What's your number, bro? They don't care about you. You can drop dead right now, 10 minutes right now. 10 minutes from now, they come, somebody cleans your ass up, and they put somebody else in your place. Because you're just a number, bro.
Yep.
Because you don't really matter to them. And then you have people that are sitting here, oh yeah, I'm looking for a good job that has good benefits. Shut the fuck up. They don't care about you. Fuck what fucking good benefits? Put in the work, get a normal job that fucking pays you normally. You don't need to look for stupid ass fucking benefits that don't even matter anyways, because they're just gonna overwork you. Because if you have more benefits, they're definitely gonna fucking take more advantage of you. Normal paycheck and start your own shit, bro. The second you get out of your job, shower and go fucking straight to your work, to doing your thing. Because, like you were saying in the story, this can happen to anybody, and it happens to thousands of people every single day, dude. You're just a fucking number. You're nothing else but a number. So, if you don't work for yourself, if you don't work to elevate yourself and to be who the person that you want to be, free from this rat race, dude, it doesn't matter. And you're going to realize way too fucking far ahead down the line, whenever you're 50, whenever you're 60, if you even get there, then you retire. And then when you retire and you're not even getting the fucking pension check because the US is in so much debt that they can't even pay the fucking pension, the Social Security paycheck is not even a thing anymore. Bro, you're telling me that you worked your entire life? So then whenever you're done, you get what? Fucking 700, I don't know, $1,500 every month?
You
You
can't
worked your
afford that,
you
especially in
can't,
the States
bro.
with inflation. And I mean, you can't even think about it as 1500 now. You've got to think about it as 1500 50% weaker, because we're dropping in value. Like, what is it, like 1% a year? Like, technically, according to inflation. With inflation,
Way,
if your
way more
paycheck
than
stays
that.
the same, if your paycheck stays the same, like the amount that you're going to cash out after inflation 50 years from now, you're earning less than half of what you technically earned, because it's just going to go way up.
Bro, here's another thing to think about.
Hmm.
You get that paycheck. Your paycheck gets taxed. The person that paid you that paycheck, they get taxed for that paycheck that they paid you. So now you're collecting money that was already taxed by someone else, and now they tax you on that money. You grab that fucking money, you go buy something to use it again anyway. They tax you. You go to a grocery store to buy food to survive. You're taxed on that money. Now that money that was taxed on you, you go put fucking gas in your car. You get taxed for that. You get taxed for everything. The,
There's
the
tax on even
street,
having your car.
there's taxes on your car. You want to pay insurance for your car, and the taxes come on top. If you have a lease on your car, there's taxes on top of the lease. Let's not even go down the whole fucking route. You go to a grocery store, right? You're already taxed on your money. Okay, cool. It doesn't end there. The person, the cashier, they need to get paid. Before they get paid, that money also gets fucking taxed. And then whenever they're gonna use that little bit of money that they got from you, guess what? Their money is also gonna be taxed. So money keeps going up. They keep printing more money. They keep taxing more fucking people for everything, but the paychecks stay the same. And society goes down and it goes down and it goes down. And how far are we gonna come until it gets to a point where everything just fucking implodes on his ass? Any third world country, you can't go there. You can't go there. Because why? Because it's a poor country where most regions of it you're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get mugged. You're gonna get kidnapped.
I
Not
think that's
necessarily because
subjective,
it's that what?
though. I think that's subjective because I come from a third world country.
No, like I said, certain regions. I come
Hmm,
from a third world country as well. I'm
fair enough.
Cuban.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Cuban it's a poor country, right? So
Hmm,
not necessarily everywhere that you go, you're gonna get fucking killed. Like there's a lot of nice people.
yeah.
But I'm saying it all comes down to the root of you have more violence in these third world countries than anywhere else. So for example, Venezuela or fucking well not El Salvador because the president fixed all that shit. El Salvador before that president was there.
That's the story of El Salvador is crazy.
No, not anymore. The president fixed all that,
Yeah, I know, but I mean the whole story of how he just destroyed the entire gang culture. They have the most full prisons in the world.
dude. Because it, you know why? Because that's a real man, right there. He went onto office and he was like, I don't give a fuck who it is. If you have tattoos, if you're doing anything illegal, if you even look slightly like a criminal, you're going to jail. I don't give a
And you're
fuck.
staying there. You're
And you're
not getting out.
staying there. And guess
I
what? There's probably thousands of people that are in jail. They're innocent.
Yep,
But guess what? The whole fucking country's a lot safer now. A couple of years back, you couldn't go back. You couldn't go in there, bro.
yep.
There's certain parts of the country where you couldn't even enter. The police wouldn't go there. You go there, you get shot, you get killed for a pair of glasses. This is what I mean. Poor countries just comes it just all comes down to violence because it's just the desperation of like I need money to survive. I'm not a bad person, but the only way for me to make money is doing bad shit. What do I prefer? Getting a job that's gonna make me $300 a month, or do I prefer going to rob someone that's gonna make me $300 in 10 minutes? If you don't have anything else, you're like, okay, maybe you go for a job. But if you have a family to feed, if you have people to take care of, even if you don't want to, what do you do? Do you get two jobs? Or did you just go and do this shit that makes you $300 in 10 minutes and you go do the same shit, I don't know, 5 times a day? At least you have money to feed your family now. You don't want to, but you have to because it's the desperation. It's just, even if I don't want to, I need to because there's not enough money in the country. And it's scary, bro. It's really scary that, and I'm telling you, bro, with how this shit is going, the crime rates are already going up. Every because there's no money. People can't pay their shit. I can't even, dude. Right outside my house. Where was this? I don't know, a week ago. Three guys killed right outside my house. Literally right outside my fucking house. I was here in the call. I was in a meeting with someone, and then what's it called? I was like, oh, hold on, give me a second, because I hear something outside. When I go outside, bro, there's like fucking 20 cops outside. One guy with fucking handcuffs, and another two guys dead on the floor because they stole a car and they were doing some crazy ass shit. And dude, it happens every fucking day. Every single day. You got people doing crazy ass shit because they don't have money. You have people that are stealing from old ladies. It's just fucking ridiculous because they don't have money to pay their rent and they want to go do the easy route. Look at London, bro. If you want to go to London, you gotta go to London with like a stabbing proof jacket because every fucker is getting stabbed left and right over there, bro.
You're gonna come back looking like SpongeBob.
I swear to God, dude, this is bro. Dude, I saw this thing of this guy. He beat up some old lady. They never found the guy. Never found the guy. So you're telling me you're this lady's grandson. Your grandma comes to your house, all beat the fuck up. You're pissed as fuck. Not only can you not take it upon yourself, because if you do, then it's illegal and you fucking go to jail for doing some crazy ass shit. But then on top of that, you have to rely on the stupid ass law that can't do the job because they never found the guy. So you're telling me that there is a chance that some dumb shit might happen to you, and then on top of that, no one might even ever be at fault because I never found them? What? It's ridiculous, bro. It's stupid ass fucking world that we live in. It's
Hey man, I guess we've got to retire to an island at some point. I mean, then you don't get taxed. You just live off of coconuts and like wild animals.
dude. I've been thinking about it.
You probably
Whenever
get taxed on buying the island, but
I'm 100% you will. But I've been thinking about it though, like fucking just getting my own island, bro, and just grabbing my inner circle of people and just let's just all fucking go over there. Let's run
vamos.
the world, bro, from the fucking in the middle of the ocean. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I mean, let's start our own commune. Nobody's gonna stop us at that rate. We'll create our own little tribe.
Let's make it happen.
But in general, I find it this whole tangent on talking about how we are controlled. We don't actually have control of our fate if we follow the path set in front of us is absolutely crazy. Because I remember I was a pretty similar kid in school where I would ask questions all the time, and I was punished for it. I was punished so much that I was told to shut up. I was told that your questions aren't providing value to the class and that you are undermining authority. And as I did that, as a kid, I got disciplined. I got told, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? That made me quiet as a kid. And that reflected on my adult life because now that really affected the way that I speak. Speaking for me has become something that I really had to work on. And I mean, sometimes if I think about it too much, I fall back into my old patterns where I need to shut up. I need to drop my tonality. I need to sit back in my chair and I can't raise my voice because a part of me still feels like I could be reprimanded for that. And that's just sort of something that was ingrained into me from the system. And the system is so incredibly, it's scary, as you said, because we're told to live and die a certain way. And when you finally come to the realization of it, it's too late and you can't change anything that you've done. You can't wind this clock back. And the one thing that really made me start wondering why I was doing what I was doing is I was sitting in university, and we have somebody teaching us about business, and he's telling us like, yeah, I've started off several, really successful businesses. I've done X, Y, and Z. This is how you do this. This is the basics of business. But I read this stuff and I actually learned nothing from it about how actual business operates. I learned nothing about how to invest. I learned nothing about the art of selling. I learned nothing about the art of negotiating, talking to people, networking. You don't learn any of this in university because they don't want you to learn it. Information has always been held back by gatekeepers. If you think about it, back in ancient times, they wouldn't reveal the holy book to people. It was in Latin, and people couldn't speak Latin, so they just couldn't understand the holy book. It's something that you had to go to someone of authority to understand. And in the modern day, it's all broken down because we have information everywhere. It's just your choice on what you want to listen. You want to stick with the blue pill, you want to go down this whole, you want to continue with the life that you are living. You want to continue going down this route and you just want to keep on taking things as they are. That's cool, where you can see how deep the rabbit hole really goes. And when you start looking at how deep the rabbit hole is, you realize how incredibly flawed society is, how incredibly flawed we are as people, and how incredibly flawed the entire system is in general. We have no control of what's happening to us, but we have all of the control on how we respond to it. And it's at a point like this in time that we need to be able to respond and react as people, as men. Courage is calling, but unfortunately, they're too busy making sure that we're not men.
Yeah,
It's the sad reality of
it's,
the world we live in.
it's even more stupid because they're listening and
Yep.
they don't have any other choice because they grab you by the time you're what 2 years old,
Yep.
3 years old. The second you start speaking, it's like I'm taking your child, and it's just what can you do about it, bro?
How sad is it that we both work 9 to 5 jobs and I can't visit your business, you can't visit mine? How sad is it that my kid spends more time with the teacher than they spend time with me at home? And how sad is it that my kids spend less time with each other than they do spend with us combined?
And it's built that way because if you don't work the 9 to 5, you can't feed your family.
Yep.
And like, say you don't even work in 9 to 5, and you manage somehow to do something else that's sustainable for you, you're still sending your kid to school. So your kid's still spending more time in school than with you. Your kid is still learning to be gay rather than learning how, I don't know, how to fucking fight, how to read basic numbers and learn actual fucking investing. But no, your kid is going to school for 8 hours a day learning how to be gay and learning that, oh, if you're feeling a certain way, embrace that. Of course, your feelings matter and your feelings are the only things that matter. Your feelings don't fucking matter. What matters is your purpose. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't care if you're angry. I don't care if you're sad. I don't care if you're depressed. Work needs to be done and shit needs to be done. And you need to provide for the people around you. You need to protect the people around you. You're telling me that I don't know, bro. Like, and you have another guy that's coming in to take your fucking wife from you, and oh, you're sad, so you're not going to protect your wife,
Nowadays, people are giving their wives up. We've seen this and people idolize them for this.
dude.
Come take my wife.
I don't,
How
I
disgusting is it?
don't, I don't want to get into that. That we can leave that whole topic for another podcast because that's yeah, that's a
Dishonor.
whole different thing, bro. That's girls doing it with guys, guys doing it with girls.
It's dishonor above everything else. There's no honor in men nowadays.
Ah, dude, society, it's fucking disgusting.
Society. Yeah.
It's just, bro. I can't. I really can't. Like, I can't stand most people. Like, I can't just say says. I don't fucking like anybody, anyways.
I hate everyone equally. Don't come at me and call me sexist or racist or any of these things. I hate everyone. I don't care if you're black, white, straight, gay, man, and woman. I hate you anyway.
Something
Uncle
I
Tate,
did.
let's put it that way. I don't. If you say his name, you're probably gonna get your shit fucking censored.
Not true. We actually call him Uncle Tate on this podcast.
Yeah, just call him
Unironically, we
Uncle.
call him Uncle Tate. I did want to ask though, something you mentioned is that it's so important to actually just do work, get it done, and your emotions don't really matter as much as you give them weight. But I would want to get your perspective on this. What's your view on vulnerability as a man?
It is allowed because we're human. There is times where you can be vulnerable because if you, let's say for example, you hold all your shit in, it's, I don't know, for most people it's a burden. For me, I get over it, bro. Like, whatever I have in my mind, I've learned how to fucking just get over it, to be honest. I don't really give a fuck. But if there's times where you need to be burnable, like you actually need to be burnable, then dude, just do it, but don't fucking take it to extreme. Don't sit there and cry like a little bitch. Don't sit there and be a fucking pussy and just, okay, you need someone to help you take care of it. Do it for the first couple of times and then learn how to be with yourself. Just sit in a room and just be by your fucking self. There's just no way around it, bro. Like, I can't really tell you that I'm vulnerable around anybody anymore because I if I have an issue, I fix it within myself. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going on inside me. Nobody knows what's going on inside my head. Nobody. I don't tell anybody. Now, is it a bad thing? I don't fucking know. I'm not perfect. Do I feel good about myself? I feel fucking amazing. So, I don't know, bro. Every player has his cards. I don't
Yeah,
know what to tell you on that. Me
true.
personally, I don't do it. I don't necessarily need to. I have family members. I have my mom. I have my dad. I have my girl. Do I go to them with my problems? I don't. Do I do I need to go over there and overwhelm them with my problems that are way so much more huge that they could ever fucking understand because they don't anyways? No. For what? So they can give me an opinion that I don't really value because they're not in the position that I'm looking for? For what? So it's kind of it's kind of a something that's very tricky
Yeah.
because if you want to be vulnerable, say with someone that you look up to, they're just gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Just do the work. Just shut up. Now, if you want to be vulnerable with someone and you want him to listen to you and you want him to understand you, which is fucking bullshit, then you go to your girlfriend, you go to fucking therapist, whatever, which they don't care. Your girlfriend might, my therapist definitely doesn't. But then why does it matter? You give them your problems, you hand it to them. They don't know what to do about it. They're not in your situation. So the only person who can truly help you, it's yourself. Nobody understands you better than yourself because you're the person that's inside your head 24/7. You're the only person that truly knows what's going on in your head. So who else better to help you than you helping yourself?
And then how do you implement mentors into that?
What do you mean?
Because, you said the one person who can help you is yourself. You're the one person who knows what you're going through.
Yeah,
But now, how do mentors come into play? Because I'm pretty much asking, like, how do you distill information from somebody who may have already been through the scenario and, actually take that and apply it to your life?
just like you just said. You have your mentors, you go to them, you explain in the situation. Technically you're explaining them you're already being vulnerable, but you don't go to them and ask them for pity. You don't go to them and ask them, hey, this is what I'm feeling. I want you to feel bad for me because I'm a pussy little bitch and I need some comfort. You're not a fucking kid anymore. You get out of your mama's fucking belly, bro. Come on. Like you're a whole man. Just you go to them, hey, listen, this is what I'm going through. This is my situation right now. A mentor can give you an advice, can be a good one, can be a bad one, depending on what mentors you have, depending on their expertise as well. Because you can't go to a finance mentor and ask them about mechanics. That's not going to work. So, depending on your mentor, you go to them, you ask them their advice, you take that advice. You don't necessarily have to listen to everything they told you word by word, but you take that advice, you analyze that, and then you're like, okay, how can I apply this to my situation now? Even though they went through everything that I've been through, or they might have not been through that ever, this is the advice that they gave me. This is someone that's way ahead of me in all types of different levels. So let me take their advice and apply it to my own situation, however that is, whatever your situation is. If I go to a finance mentor and I tell them that I'm in debt and they tell me that I should pay on my debt because not being in debt is good and they give me this whole explanation, do I necessarily have to listen to them? No. I listen to their advice and then I go and I grab another opinion and then I grab multiple opinions and then I put them all together and I analyze everything everybody told me and then I'm like, okay, now how can I implement this to my own situation? Because I'm the only person who actually knows what's going on, and you just go from there.
You're stealing like an artist.
Pretty much, you pretty much paying them to tell you a partial answer, not necessarily the full answer, because nobody has the full answer to everything.
Hmm.
But you grab what they tell you and you apply it in your own way. There's just no other way around it, and it goes the same for everybody. Even if it's not your mentor, you can always learn something from anybody. I can be worth 100 mil, and I talk to a guy that's fucking homeless. I can learn something from him. I can be worth $10. Obviously, talk to someone hyper successful. You're gonna learn a lot more from them. But you can always learn from anybody. But it's not necessarily I am so retarded and I am gonna go back to the fucking indoctrination that I've been going through my whole life. And just because someone of authority told me this, I'm just gonna follow blindly their word because they have the authority and they told me that, so I'm just gonna follow it. No, you listen to it and you apply it to your own way.
It's so important to actually draw the disparity there because some people will say, oh, I don't believe in the education system, but what my mentor says, he knows what he's talking about. I'll always listen to that. And that's a very important point that you brought across. don't listen to 100% of what they say either, because they have their experience, you have your experience. Actually understand the problem from all angles and then attack it with your own way and your own methodology.
Dude, it's funny because I anytime I get on a call with any of my mentors, I argue with them. I generally like they tell me something, I'm like, okay, but why? But why? And this is my point of view, and why? They fucking love me. They all fucking love me because I question their shit. And it's been times. This happened recently with one of my mentors, a huge fucking guy, huge net worth. I was talking to him. The guy's worth over 100 mil. I was talking to him, and he was like, "No, this is why, and this is why you should do that." I was like, "Hold on, you might be wrong. This is my point of view. This is what I think. This is what I should be doing. And now tell me." And guess what? He told me, "Oh, wait, you're right. I see your point of view. It's a lot better. Okay, let me change this. Maybe you should be doing this instead. Don't listen to what I just told you and try to do this instead." And then it's like, all right, so you don't have to listen to what they tell you 100% because they're human, just like you and I. If you go, you
And
fucking
mentors actually really love people who ask questions. Why is it like this? Can you break that down for me? Because at the end of the day, I think anybody would get bored if you just have to tell people what to do and they listen to you without asking any questions.
exactly, bro. And it all comes down to what I just told you. You can always learn from anybody. I've taught my mentors things. They're way ahead of me financially, but I've taught them things of different topics. I've opened their eyes to different point of views. I was telling you, I was in a call this morning with my mentor for like long ass fucking time. And dude, he was telling me, he was like, "Bro, you've opened my eyes so much. Like I'm so ahead of you financially, but you have so much wisdom and you have opened my eyes in ways that no one else could." And just by asking questions, like he would tell me something and okay, but why? This is my point of view. This is what I think. Let's break it down. It just makes the conversation a lot more engaging, and it's just you're constantly learning. You can't stop learning in life. That's one thing. You can never stop learning. If you're sitting around thinking that you know everything and you're fucking god, guess what? You're going underground. It's just not gonna work. You need to constantly be learning because the world is constantly updating itself. Especially now, you got technology. You got fucking AI that is growing faster than like fucking NASA car. I swear to God.
Something ridiculous on my mind is the fact that AI is capable of everything that they're teaching us in basic education. Like, I was in first semester of university slash college, and bro, I was doing my assignment research and homework on ChatGPT. It solves all the problems. In previous years, whoa, voice crack. In previous years, you'd always need to understand the problem, be able to perhaps use a calculator and figure it out. Here's me, first semester. I don't understand anything. Okay, shit. I'm going to take a picture of it and upload to ChatGPT. Oh, that's how I do it. It took me so long to realize I am such an idiot for sitting here learning from a robot, thinking that this thing won't replace me. When what I am doing, I am significantly below this robot right now. And you're telling me that on a bar for bar info based battle, I'd win. No, I'm not going to win against an AI. So why am I studying this right now?
This is why I tell you. This is why I tell you authenticity. A robot can't be authentic, bro.
True.
A robot can sit there, and you have to go down back to basic basic human rules. A
Yep.
robot can sit there and tell you, "I'm an AI. This is what the fuck I feel, and I don't care what you tell me because I'm a robot and I'm better than you." No. When it comes down to machine versus humans, don't waste your time. The machine always wins, 100%. There's there's people that are scared of it. Okay, if you're scared of it, I don't know, bro. Go into a fucking bunker or something. But it's gonna reach out to you eventually. It's just it's gonna get you. Machine versus humans, you're not gonna win. Don't even try to fight it because it's just not gonna work.
Use it.
Yeah, now that's what you can do. You can use it, and now think, okay, okay, this is gonna replace me. Of course it fucking will. If you're a basic dumb motherfucker, of course it's gonna replace you. What are you? I don't know, a copywriter? Good luck having a job 2 years from now. Sure, not gonna happen. What are you? Fucking you clean the toilets at a bathroom, that's your job. You clean up your place, you clean up your job. Good luck having a fucking job 2 or 3 years from now. There's already robots that do that.
It's even scarier because this year there's so many people who've lost jobs in graphic design because of AI enhancements and the fact that pretty much they've been able to get AIs in the agency space to do exactly what it took a graphic designer 3 hours to do in 2 minutes. They just train it off of the graphic designer's work because that's the agency's individual property. And now they just have a machine that they can put a prompt into and it just creates.
I do it, bro. I make logos with AI. I make copy with AI. I fucking I wrote a song for an artist that I can't give out the name, obviously. I was a ghostwriter with AI. Dude, what? It's just I've been to restaurants, bro, where there's not a server. It's a fucking a robot. I don't know if you've seen this, but I've experienced it here. A robot comes to you, brings you the fucking plate. Would you like anything else? Like, yo, what the fuck? This shit is creepy as hell. Why is there a fucking robot serving me? Where's the human?
It's inauthentic.
Dude, I've seen fucking bro. The amount of robots that I've seen down here delivering food. It's like this little what's it called? It's like this little fucking squares with a camera on top and a security code, and they just have wheels. It's literally like this big. It just carries your food. It takes it to you. You're telling me that Uber Eats is not going out of business in like what, a year from now? Probably less. Of course they are. Either they start implementing robots, and then guess what? All the people that were delivering food, goodbye, motherfucker. You don't have a job anymore. That's why you gotta think outside the box. Find something that AI cannot do, and most important of it all, be authentic. If you are normal, you're getting replaced by AI. at the rate that we're looking at, literally as of right now, 70 to 75% of jobs in the entire world are already being replaced by AI. Graphic designers, copywriters, even people that are cold calling. There's an AI out there that I'm trying to get my hands into that it does the cold calls for you. It sounds like a fucking human. You train it on fucking sales scripts and it does the cold calls for you. It books the appointments for you. It closes the sale for you. And it's all AI.
It's scary. I mean, I feel like there's certain things that you will never really be able to replace. Like, say, for example, especially in the high ticket space, closing and sales, I feel like is a skill that you can't really get replaced by. And even if it does end up getting phased out, like next 5, 10 years from now, you're still in the position where you've built connections through sales and you actually understand how basic business and processes work to the point where you can leverage it and you can run with it. Like cold calling is something you can replace, I believe at least, but an actual closing call and actually dealing with people like person to person, you just have to be authentic for that.
No, 100%. Right now, we're not there yet. I've seen
Yeah.
videos of AI fucking closing deals, but
Yeah.
we're not there yet. Will we get there? 100%.
Yep.
100%. We will definitely, bro. Give it
Yep.
less than 3 years. Anybody that's closing deals through the phone, they don't have to do it anymore. There's an AI out there, bro, that clones your fucking face and goes on meetings for you. What? Do you imagine fucking sending an AI that looks like you, sounds like you, has obviously more knowledge than you, and it just goes on meetings for you while you're, I don't know, doing something else? It's scary, bro. It's fucking scary. It's the world we live in. Either you use it or you get completely demolished by it. But the only way around it is just be authentic. AIs are AIs. They can't be human. So you gotta find the basic fucking human shit and do that. But basic cleaning, fucking cashiers, cash registers, servers, all of those people. Fucking even flight attendants, they're gonna get replaced. Are you gonna now pilots? I don't know. Maybe in the future. Not now. Taxi drivers, they're gone. They're gone already, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, even with pilots, they mostly use AI navigation. Like the pilot's pretty much just there to do systems checks and make sure everything's working. And in the worst case scenario, there's somebody there to run it because I feel like within a plane, it's a lot more catastrophic than a car, for example. With the plane, you're dealing with thousands of lives rather than just, two figures. But especially with planes, it's something that was of concern that, like, why is AI like in every single thing?
It's already a thing though.
Yeah.
AI, yeah, there's multiple cases already of like literally Chat GPT just fucking talking to each other.
Yep.
Like you can do it right now. You put two phones right next to each other and they'll just have a conversation. And it's the most fucking creepiest thing to experience, bro.
It's scary. And I mean, it's even more scary because I think it was a few years ago that Microsoft was running a beta test on one of their AIs. And this thing created its own language. It was communicating with itself. They couldn't figure out what was going on. They had to pull the plug on it. But
Dude,
if that happened once,
I know what you're talking about. I remember there was a girl version which I used,
yeah,
and it was just and she would literally just talk to you. And then I remember they released the guy version, and then they had to shut both down because they just started having conversations with each other in the back end. And then they created this whole custom language that only they could understand, and they had to shut both shits down.
yep.
And I was like, dude, I used to use this shit, and now it's shut down because they were talking to each other. This is creepy as fuck. Now give it a couple years, bro. Wait until cops are robots and not humans anymore. Wait until wait until the law is fucking programmed, and we start living in a RoboCop world. Like,
Elon's on it, yeah.
yeah, Elon is on the fucking Tesla bots, which I'm gonna get one. I don't care, but I'm waiting for them shits to come out. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
fucking get
curious.
one.
What are you gonna do with the Tesla bot?
Basically gonna program it to do pretty much everything that I do. So do either the chores on my house while I work, and then whenever it's done with the chores, which will probably be fast, I'll program it to do some certain type of work while I'm doing another work. So just basically just
Your own
implement.
VA, or your own
Yeah,
assistant, not even a VA. It's just
yeah,
an
not
assistant.
not a VA, just your own assistant, just pretty much increasing your productivity by what fucking 100x.
Yeah.
Like, dude, 100% worth it. I'm buying one. Now, I don't know, would Elon would he like wake up one day on the fucking left side of his bed and he's like, all right, fuck humanity, I'm just gonna destroy the world? Probably. But shit, it's a risk that we gotta take for now. Gotta make us enough money. So if and whenever it happens, well, shit, I already have enough money. At least I can fucking protect myself. Now a Neuralink, am I putting that shit on my brain? Hell nah. I was thinking about it, but I'm not giving nobody access to my brain, bro. Can you imagine just fucking Elon? Like, dude, I'm gonna turn you into, I don't know, a fucking zombie and just have you walk around with my thoughts in your head because you have my chip in your brain? Fuck no.
That's one aspect, but even if they don't do that, the targeted advertising that you can get when they are inside your brain, you literally just need to think, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
What's the next thing you see? Coincidentally, food. You just need to think, man, I just feel so lonely right now. What you get directed to, porn. You just start thinking, man, I just don't want to do this right now. What you get directed to, Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime. You don't need to worry about anything. And that's the scary thing because as humanity, we're heading in the direction where we won't have the opportunity to do the one thing that we can do, and that's live.
Yeah. Dude, there was this quote I heard yesterday. I forgot who it was, but the quote basically said, most people die at 22, but they're buried at 70.
That's
It's just the
horrible.
way it is. It hit me deep. And it's true. It's just the way it is, bro. People go through life not knowing what the fuck they're doing, not aware of their surroundings. They're dead. They're zombies. And then by the time they're actually dying, then they want to live. It's too late already, bro. If you're not living in the moment day by day, I'm sorry, but you're out of the fucking race. Yesterday's wins are nothing else but yesterday's wins. You got to push in for today's wins. And today's wins are nothing else but today's wins. What about tomorrow? You got to fucking push it, bro. Every single day. If you stop, you'll die inside. And then what do you have? Because you don't have anything. You don't really own anything. The only thing that you own is yourself, your personality, your memories. It's your the inner circle that you build. It's things like that. Because you piss off the government, they're taking everything from you, bro. You have 20 cars? Who gives a fuck? They're taking them bitches. You have 10 houses? They're taking them. This is
True.
why the journey is so important because it's not about the goal, it's not about the tangible things. It's about the person that you become because in reality that's all you have. It's just you and who you are as a person. That's why being authentic, and I hope I open a lot of eyes with this fucking podcast. That's why being authentic is so important because at the end of the day, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret not being who you truly are, and it's gonna be too late by the time you actually realize. And that's scary. I don't know how that's not scary for people to think that you're gonna die and you never got to be yourself. That is fucking terrifying. I'm gonna be myself, regardless of what's going on. People's opinions. I'm bad. I'm narcissistic. I'm selfish. Guess what? I am. What's your next argument? You can't fucking argue with me because I don't give a shit. I'm myself and I am who I am. And I am way happier than anybody else around me. And people call me all types of shit, bro. People say I'm a workaholic, that I'm selfish, that I only care about myself. That's my answer every time. I am. I am a workaholic. I only give a fuck about myself. I don't give a shit about nobody else. I'm selfish. Okay, what's next? What are you hitting me with? Oh, then they stay shocked. Like, oh damn, I was expecting him to fight back. I am who I am. What the fuck can you do about it? I'm way happier than anybody else that I know around me. I'm fulfilled in life, bro. I do the shit that I want to do now, not necessarily that I wanted to do at the beginning, because my routine is that's not a routine for everybody. 100%, it's not. But it's my routine. It's the person that I'm building, the person that I want to look up to. I want to look up to myself. I want to look up to future me. I don't want to look up to some random fucking guy on the internet that I don't even know if it's bullshitting me just to charge me through a course or if he's actually legit.
Mhm.
And people don't think.
So true. And I mean, even Marcus Aurelius said that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure because if you don't have fulfillment, you don't have anything else. You can have all the success in the world, but if it doesn't mean anything in here, then at the end of the day, you don't really have anything. And that's another sentiment that really echoes true to me. I would never want to be in the position of Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, because look at them. Would you want to be in that position?
Don't say be rich. Say be wealthy. Be wealthy. Don't be rich. The rich have money. That's it. The wealthy have money, peace of mind, happiness, sure, and purpose. That's wealth. The, they're rich, they have mansions, they have cars, they have jets, and they're so poor that all they have is money.
That is an incredible quote. They're so poor that all that they have is money.
I guess that's mine.
That's yours. That is a Mr. Legend officiated quote. They're so poor that all that they have is money. It's the micro, It's in our words. We really speak our beliefs, and we speak. I am somebody who believes that you sort of speak the reality that you get, just purely based on the fact that you actually know what you want.
100%. If you know what you want, then you go for it. You chase that.
If you don't know where you're going, you're not gonna like where you end up.
100%. If you don't know where you're going, how the fuck are you going to get anywhere?
Yeah.
You if you don't, that's the first thing. If you don't have a destination, you're not going to get anywhere. And you can't get to where you want by staying where you are. It's just simple. And you have a goal, you have a dream, whatever. Is it aligned with the best version of yourself? Is it aligned with your future self? Or are you having a goal and a dream based on your basic human emotions and being selfish? And it's something that's not truly aligned with yourself, and mostly something that you want, not something that you need. Because when you want something, you're giving it that space of putting up an excuse because it's not something that's necessary. I want a Lamborghini. I don't need one, but I want one. Now, what does that tell you? Oh, okay. If I get it, it's cool. If I don't get it, all right, that's also cool. No, change that. I need a Lamborghini. Why do you need a Lamborghini? Because this, and that. I need a good family, or I want a good family. There's a huge difference in there. I want, okay, I want this, but I'm not really committed to it. I don't need it. So if it doesn't happen, I'm okay with that. Bullshit. Change that. Those are my two things.
Burn the boats. I'm pretty sure it was the Spartans, as the Spartans got onto an island, they had to take the general commander, the general commanded them to burn the boats. And they said, but how are we going to get back? They said, by winning. By capturing this island, we will use their boats to get back. We don't need our boats. We're not going back that way. And when you remove the other option, you only have one direction to go in. I think Alex Hormozy said it the best. When you reframe yourself from saying, I have nothing, to saying, I have nothing to lose, you're a dangerous man.
100%. What I said, that's the thing. What do you truly have to lose? What is there for you to lose? You, I can't think of anything. What is there for you to lose? Your money? It's not real. Money is not real. What is there for you to lose? Your time? You're broke as a fucking bitch, anyways. So all you have is free time. Might as well use it on something. I don't know. I can't think of anything. What would someone actually have to lose? There's nothing to truly lose.
Apart from your mind, I don't think so.
Yeah, the only thing that would actually matter for you to lose is yourself. As
Yep.
long as you keep authentic and you don't lose yourself, what else really matters? Nothing matters. Everything comes and goes. It's just part of life. It's just the way it is. You get accepted for what it is and keep moving. Again, life is not as it is, life is as you are.
That's beautiful. Life is as you are. One more thing I would like to tie into is in the modern world, every single person and their mother has an info product. They're trying to sell you on a course. I'm going to get you to 20K a month. I'm going to get you to 50K a month. Give me your money and I'll sort you out. Trust me. Watch how I took these people to this amount of money every single month. And a lot of the time, these courses just disappear. They aren't really valuable. I mean, even if they are valuable, they're not built to last. They're sort of like cash grabs, and there's very few info products that actually make it years into the game, if you really think about it, because they can't evolve, they can't grow. And on top of that, they're just set for quick financial success. So in the long run, the systems make sure it's not profitable and the people just stop running it. So, in your eyes, what would actually be a good investment into yourself as a person? How would you train yourself? How would you invest in education and in mentors?
Make sure that your mentors are legit, that they're not doing what you just said, which is fucking fake guru. I hate them all. I hate all them bitches because they just want your money. They they put up a course. They go flip burgers for 3 months, make a couple $1,000. With those couple $1,000, they go rent out a Lambo. They go rent out a nice house if they can afford it, just for a day to take some pics. They grab some cool fucking pics, cool videos, put them out on social media. Look at me, I'm rich. I'm a multi fucking billionaire. I have $70,000 million in my bank account, and I can teach you how to do the same thing. Just go and buy my course. Bullshit. 100%. It's just bullshit. If your mentor is something like that, dude, don't even fucking waste your time. Make sure that whoever you're picking as a mentor, that they have a actual something to show for, not just a car or a house that they can sell you on. Because I can do the same thing. I don't do it because I'm not a fucking shitty ass person, but I can do it. I can rent a fucking Ferrari right now. I can go rent out a mansion. I shoot some couple videos on social media, change my clothes a couple times, and it looks like, oh, I'm taking multiple videos and I'm taking all the bitches in the same day. And I go put that shit on social media and I sell my course. And then you got the sheep that they go and buy it. Whenever you're picking a mentor, look for someone that they have a track record of what they're doing. For example, Imangati. You can pick him, and obviously you can't afford him. I don't even think he's a fucking one on one. I don't think
He
he does
doesn't
them.
work one on one.
Yeah, he doesn't work one on one. He doesn't have time for that. But someone like Imangati, you go on his YouTube channel, you scroll the way down. What do you see? Him getting
Authentic.
started. Him is just moving. The actual process, authenticity. Don't pick someone that you don't know where they're coming from, that you don't know their story. Any fake guru out there, it's the same shit. You go, you find them on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, whatever the fuck, LinkedIn, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Where's the track record? Where is it you starting? Where's your entire journey that you've actually gone through this whole thing so then you can help me out? If they don't have that, dude, just don't even bother. Don't even waste your time paying someone for that shit. It's just doesn't work. You're gonna get your money taken away, and in 2 3 months from now, the guy's gonna disappear on you, and you're gonna be crying like a little bitch because you just got scammed. Guess what? You deserved it for being stupid enough to not do the research. It's just how it is.
And at the end of the day, the real wealth and the really knowledgeable people don't need to tell you about how successful they are. You can see it.
Exactly, bro. You can sense it. It's just a different aura. It's a different energy. It's a different vibe in general that you feel it. You just feel it, bro. Like when I get in a call with my mentors, it has nothing to do that when you get in a call with anybody else. It just when I get in a call with anybody else, I feel like I'm the mentor. I feel like I'm teaching people. I feel like I'm opening people's eyes. I feel like I'm setting people on the right path, which I love doing. Sneaky plugin. I'm planning on being a mentor eventually. I'm gonna get there. But dude, it's just how it is. I talk to my mentors, and it's just I'm sitting there, and I'm like, damn, I am stupid as a motherfucker. I need to listen to them because they know shit that nobody else does. I don't have to sit here and tell them do this, do that. This is what I think. No, they're sitting there, they're giving you the shit, and you I can actually tell that they know what they're talking about. You can sense it by the way they speak, their mannerism, just everything in general, bro. It's a whole different vibe, and you gotta learn how to differentiate that because if not, you're gonna get scammed, and it hurts. It happened to me at first. I got scammed by like fucking $3,000 from a fake ass fucking guru that apparently he was successful at Ecom. Sure, my eyes were just blinded. I was just getting started. I was like, dude, I'll pay you. Just teach me. Sure. All right, cool. I fucking paid him. What do you do? He built me a store for $3,000. Disappeared on me, bro. Never saw him ever again. To this day, I don't know what the fuck he is. I don't even know his real name. He didn't have a track record. And guess what? I deserved it. It was not his fault. He's a shitty person, but it was my fault. Why? For not doing the research, for being stupid enough to just, oh, here, I'm just fucking following my dumbass emotions and not actually taking back time to actually think and be logical. Here you go. Just take my money. That's exactly what he did. He took my money, disappeared on me. It sucks, but what the fuck can you do about it? You gotta keep moving forward, and you just learn from your mistakes. And I hope this helps a lot of people and saves thousands of dollars for a lot of people that are gonna sign up to the fake gurus. If you see an ad, most of the time, if you see an ad on YouTube, on any type of social media, like I said, most of the time, there's times where the ad is actually legit. Hey, I can help you make. I've seen this fucking ad 10,000 times, bro. I can help you make $1 million just from a laptop. I'm not. People probably know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna give out names, but I've seen the guy 1,000 times. I can make you. I can help you make $5,000 in a week just from a laptop,
The dangerous word is passive income because nobody wants to do the work nowadays.
dude. It's not real. Passive income is not real.
It's not.
There's nothing passive. I get as much passive income as it gets, and I don't get passive income because you're
Yeah.
not going to the workplace, but you still got to put in the fucking work. Yeah, I am making money while I sleep, but I sleep less than most normal people. I work a hell of a lot more than most normal people. So is it really passive? Passive income is not a thing. It's just a fake idea for a quick cash grab. It's just if you hear passive income in one of these fucking ads, run away. Just please run the other direction because you're gonna get scammed. Just report it like fake guru. If that was an option, fucking report it, bro. Just get away from there,
And this is incredible because this is coming from somebody in ecom. So many people look at ecom and say ecom is passive income, it's easy. But the work that you have to do to keep that ship afloat, nobody sees it.
bro. This is why most people fail when it comes to ecom. They think again because of the fake gurus. Oh yeah, you can go drop shipping and make passive income. You can't do that. First of all, you can't start drop shipping with zero money. Bullshit. That's the first fucking thing. You need to pay basic ass shit. You need to pay for your apps. You need to pay for your Shopify subscription. You need to pay for your ads. So there's three things. Whenever you start getting orders, if you ever get orders, or if you're stupid enough to not even fucking get orders because you can't even build a basic site, let's say you start getting orders. How the fuck are you going to cover the cost of those orders? Because it's not, oh, I'm making the money and that's it. You need to buy the product, send the product out to the customer, and you'll get your payment, but you need to buy the product from your own pocket and then send that product out to the customer. You need to pay for your subscription. You need to pay for your apps. You need to learn media buying, which means not only just putting money into ads, but actually learning how ads work, learning the metrics, learning how to read the metrics. You got to learn how to read the metrics in Shopify or whatever system that is that you're using. You got to learn how to read all of these metrics. You got to learn how to pick the product. You can't just go and pick like I don't know a fucking toenail clipper and make $1 million. It's not gonna work that way. It's just not how it is. You got to learn marketing. You got to learn product research. You got to learn how to build stores. You got to learn how to optimize them. And I'm going the extra mile now. You got to learn SEO. You got to learn a bunch of back end shit. Most people are probably already lost by the first two things that I said. And then they want to get into drop shipping because it's passive income. If you're getting into ecom because you think you're going to get passive income, just go the other way. Don't waste your fucking time. Just don't.
Ecom is grind. Ecom is a
Dude, it's
grind.
just, I fucking, right now, um, we got a product set up. But before this product, my first store ever, I came with the same fucking idea, passive income bullshit. I wasted like $2,000. You know how much I made back? $70 out of those 2,000 because I thought passive income. I thought drop shipping is a thing. It is, but you gotta know what the fuck you're doing. I came back into it. I spent like another 700-800 bucks on ads. What the fuck did I get in sales, bro? I got like $60 in sales out of 700-800 bucks that I put on ads. I was like, damn. I think it was like 3 sales. It's
Crazy.
fucking crazy. Then I found a product. I put like $100 and I made like $1,000 on the first day. I was like, damn, all right, I found something. And then guess what? I made like I think like 15 from that. Then the product was coming with some legal issues. Even though it was a product that was making me money, tough fucking decision you gotta make. I had to kill the product completely because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get into legal bullshit. So then I had to kill the product, and then we're doing more research on another product, a product that was making me money and profit, not just revenue. It was actually making me a good profit. I had to fucking kill the thing, and now we just moved to something else. It's just what it is. It's ecom for you, bro. You never stop working. You never you get a product, you start running ads, you gotta learn how to fucking make creatives. This is another thing. You gotta learn how to make ads. Make good persuasive ads with a good script. Learn how to get these fucking clips from everywhere. And then after you do all this shit, you still need to fucking do product research. You find a product and you're testing that product. You need money to test that product. Then you need to have a list already of more products because if that product doesn't work, which guess what? Tough cookie. The first product that you're gonna try most likely is not gonna work. I have one of my mentors in Ecom. He tried 36 products before he actually found something that hit. 36 fucking products. That's insane. But guess what? In the first 2 weeks of him running the product, he had made back all of the money from those 5 or 6 months that he took testing products, and he made extra profit in just 2 weeks of running that product. But it's just a matter of just consistency, bro. This is why most people that get started into ecom, they completely fail. One, you don't have consistency, you don't have discipline. Third of all, you don't have money because you're a fucking broke fucker. Just go get a job so you can go do something with your life. I literally I tell people, bro, I suggest way better getting a job, and then if you want to get into ecom, you can, but get a job so you can sustain your store, so you can sustain your ads, so you can sustain all of your things. Because if everything goes to shit, you're fucked. Because you can't tell your customers, hey, I don't have money to send you your product. They're just gonna tell you, okay, give me my fucking money back. And then you start getting chargebacks. And then you're into deep ass shit. And this is why I tell people, get some fucking money. It takes money to make money. This is a fake idea of, oh, with $0, I'm gonna be a millionaire. It's not possible. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Unless you want to go be a fucking stripper or be a porn star, some shit like that. Sure, you don't need some no upfront capital. You want to get started into business, you need money. It's just the way it is. Minimum of $300-400 for whatever the fuck you're doing. It's just the way it is, and people don't get that. People want to be millionaires without having to risk anything. You pussy motherfucker! It's never gonna work for you.
People who made hundreds lost tens to get there. People who made thousands lost hundreds to get there. People who made tens of thousands lost thousands to get there. People who made hundreds of thousands lost tens of thousands to get there. People who made millions lost hundreds of thousands to get there. Multi-millionaires lost millions to get there. But people don't understand that you've really got to invest in yourself, number one, and actually invest into the model that you're doing. Say, for example, I started off in sales. People come to me saying, hey, confirm I can start this with like no startup capital. I just need to learn how to sell people things. Yeah, technically you don't need startup capital. You don't need to start a business or anything of the sort. Oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to do sales. But they don't understand you're against so many people in this rat race. If you don't have skill, you can build that skill up after years, sure, but you're wasting your time. You're not going to have any money. You're going to go bankrupt. Or you can actually invest into mentors who are going to teach you the way to do things. And the thing about this world is it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Most the offer that I'm on right now, I'm only on it because of who I know. Most people in the sales space are only on big offers because of who they know. People only want to buy from people they trust. So imagine who you'd want to sell for you. Somebody that you trust beyond a shadow of a doubt will do the job for you. So that's another thing. People look at so many different things. Like they say, okay, copywriting. I'll go into copywriting. I don't need money. I just need like my laptop. Okay, good luck. Same thing. Nobody's going to want you to write copy for them because at the end of the day, they don't know you and you can't prove that very easily. You got to build experience, you got to build portfolio. And in doing that, you're going to go broke. That's the sad reality of it. It's the same thing with ecom. You have to invest in ecom. You start like that, you're going to lose a crap ton of money because you don't know what you're doing. You didn't invest in yourself. You didn't actually learn the skills. You didn't get mentors. And now you're even further in debt. The amount of people that I've spoken to who have come from ecom and want to get into the sales space saying, I lost so much money in ecom. I want to go into sales because I don't need startup capital. My friend, you're in for a rude awakening. You're in for a very rude awakening. There's no such thing as free money out there in the world. Money changes possession. You don't make money, you earn it. You get it from people.
You don't make money or you earn money. You take money.
True?
You take the money. I give you a service. You give me your money. I'm taking your fucking money.
Yep.
I get a product. You buy the product. I'm taking your money.
Yep.
It's just the way it is. People say, "Oh, I want to make money." You're not the Federal Reserve, you dumb bitch. You can't make money. You can't go and fucking print money, you dumb fucker. If you want money, you gotta take money from other people.
You gotta work.
This is just, bro. One of the shit that not necessarily one of my mentors. I wish he was. Fucking Grant Cardone. He's always saying, who's got my money? It's my it's my money. Who's got my money out there? I'm going for the people that got my money. I'm gonna
Who's
go
got my
take
money?
my fucking money.
Yep.
It's just the mentality.
Who's got my money is a crazy cool line, man.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. I love the guy. I fucking love the guy. I had the chance to meet him.
Mhm.
He's crazy, bro. He really is. He's fucking insane. But I love the guy.
Straight up, bro. So, Legend, I'd absolutely love to thank you for showing up on the podcast. It's been an absolute honor having this conversation with you. And I guess my last question to you would be if you could give one bit of advice out there to the younger men listening and tuning in, what would it be?
Wake up early, work out, stop being a little bitch, and do what needs to be done. It's not about you, but it's about the people around you. What you're doing, you're building yourself. You're not building yourself for yourself. You're building yourself so that you are able to provide and protect those around you that you love and that you care for. That's pretty much it.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Absolutely love to see it. Once again, thanks, man. And to everybody tuning in, we'll catch you around.